Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We have got live tournament action coming at you right now. It is Complexities RSVP taking on 3. These guys going to be playing a best of 7 in tonight's finals. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the difference between $30 and $80. One of these guys will be taking home that $80 prize. The other will have to make do with 30 bucks. Not a bad deal there, though. These guys have done a lot of work to make it this far in the tournament, taken out quite a few phenomenal players, some of which have got great amounts of skill and put in insane amounts of work, and just have done a phenomenal job getting to this point. So I am super pleased to be showing you guys this. I'm just happy to have these guys in the finals. RSVP is going to be spawning as our red over here at the, what did you call it, 8 o'clock position. And the 2 o'clock position, we do find 3, spawning as our yellow Zerg. Cross positions here now on this map. And he does not see his opponent here with the Overlord, so knows where to scout now. 3 will probably be sending a drone scout in that direction in just a moment. Oops. But spawning pool going down here for 3. And the scouting probe here from RSVP trying to get in and out here. Let's see what 3's got up his sleeve here now. I love 3's gameplay. I mean, his kind of style of play. It's very, what would you call it? Aggressive. So he's really tons of fun to watch. RSVP, extremely methodical. He likes to put on good early pressure, but he doesn't get like overly aggressive with his pressure. He tries to be cost effective with all of his units, tries to keep them alive as long as he can. So he's very, very good at backing out of engagements and still being able to do some damage to his opponent. We saw that coming into play in that last matchup against Tapeless, and I mean, he did a phenomenal job of it. Now RSVP is chrono boosting here quite a bit. Looks like it is going to be a Forge Fast Expand and going to be working on his economy. Solid play here. And in this cross positions against Zerg, this is wonderful play. So he should be in great position. Now, the question for me is, what is 3 going to do to respond? That it seems like because this new play style of Forge Fast expanding on a consistent basis against your Zerg opponents has really become popular, that Zerg are trying to decide, well, what is our go-to strategy in that event? Do we double expand? Do we just go for a straight 2-base? And I mean, what do we do from here? type thing. And I found that one of the key elements for the Zerg players is that they go for their queens fast and really utilize their spawn larvae to get their economy up and rolling. They don't necessarily have to take a fast third, but a fast third is not a bad idea either. So we'll see how that's going to start to play out here in just a little while. We just have 2 bases right now, so not a super fast expansion quite yet. Look at this, RSVP going to be taking out this Terran structure in his base. It's not really Terran structure. Well, I mean, it is a Terran structure, but it's just neutral. But does not want it there. Probably going to utilize that spot if he needs to for another cannon. That would be kind of interesting. But looks like a cybernetics core going down in pretty solid time. We do have 2 gas up, only mining from 1 right now though for RSVP, so that's kind of interesting. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's okay. He's going to be mining just a little bit slow on the draw, but that's okay. Definitely not going to put him too far behind. Roach Warren is going down here for 3. Metabolic speed boost looks to be a little bit over 50% complete. Another scouting Zergling here cruising out across the map and not going to be running up against a Zealot, luckily. This Zergling going to be cruising there. And a probe scout looks like. Where is RSVP headed with that guy, I wonder? Looks like another photon cannon here at the natural. Nice looking wall off here. Notice how he does this. It's a very, very good way to wall off. Blocks the backs, this little back door, so they have to come right through the mineral line, which means they have to either be engaging this photon cannon or your army, which a lot of the time will be placed here. And if you see people coming, well, guess what? You can walk it right through the mineral line and start to engage them at this choke. And as we all know, Protoss players love to engage at the choke. But here comes some roach play off 2 base from 3. Got those roaches out right after his roach warren completed. Sending these guys out across the map. Now real quick before this attack goes down, let's check the units tab. 3 is behind in the economy. RSVP rocking and rolling with 37 probes. So if this attack does not do enough damage, it could be very, very detrimental to RSVP's play. And here comes the attack. Is this going to stick? Now there's a lot of photon cannons here. This one up on the high ground going to be whapping away at these roaches very, very quickly. But look at this, trying to take this down immediately, but a tight wall in here from RSVP up on the top. So the best that 3 can do at this point is to go for this natural, and there are way too many photon cannons here. 3 going to have a lot of trouble holding on here. He's going to be able to take out quite a few of these photon cannons, but I just don't think that's going to be enough. RSVP, well, actually, it may be. Look at that. There's way too many roaches still alive and a lot of zerglings still cruising out across the field here. These roaches doing a lot of damage. He may be able to secure, or not secure, but take out this expansion. Denying this expansion at this point is extremely big. Look at that photon cannon. They're coming into play too. And it looks like 3 going to be going ahead and taking that down. These probes in extremely bad position. Getting focused down here. Wow, 3 being super, super aggressive here, which is what we've come to love and expect from this player. Nice force field going down. They're going to be blocking a lot of these lings. This photon cannon racking up kills on lings right now, 6 and 7. And it looks like this roach is going to die, so it is going to be held off here. And RSVP right back to the mineral line. Knows he's got to do it, but it looks like 3 is not done with his attack. Getting some more lings in here, and does see too many, I think, zealots in here to deal with. Going to try and just be pesky with these speedlings, but having to back out here. A lot of speedlings still on the field, but look at this tight wall in here from RSVP. This main going to be very, very difficult to get into, but it looks like now 3 going to transition. Maybe perhaps a little late here, I don't know, but he did a lot of damage, so I would say that he has probably picked himself up a decent lead at this point. Let's see if he's going to try poking back in there. Does not look like it. But wow, RSVP now has a pretty scary unit composition. Going to take out this warp gate here to gain access to his main here. So kind of interesting. Wants these guys out of his base apparently. Not a bad play. And 3 just going to be maintaining some map control here. Going to try and keep his opponent on 2 base. I think is the biggest thing that he can do here at this point. Oh, almost a perfect force field, but only catching 2 of those zerglings. Force fields, though, going down. Good protection there from RSVP, but 3 not really trying to win the game here. He's just trying to force RSVP to commit to more units. And it is actually working fairly well. Now, we do see RSVP transitioning into his robo play here. See how that's going to go. But in the meantime, 3 is going to secure his expand. And it is going down in pretty decent time. Here comes a couple roaches for defense for now. Are we going to see any new tech from RSVP? Does not look like it, but we do have +1 weapons going down. Chrono boosting that sucker out. Not a bad idea. And chrono boosting his economy as well. Does have a forward position, or not a forward, but he's outside of his base now with his units. Looks like he feels comfortable enough. Probably because he's got plenty of sentries, so good force fielding there will keep him alive. But at this moment, we do have roaches cruising around. Look at that. That guy's not even walking. He's like a drone. He floats. He's getting pushed. Oh, it's so funny. Gotta love some of these little glitches. Gotta love some of those little glitches, guys. But looks like we do have some movement here from RSVP. RSVP looking to potentially put on some pressure. Now, it was scouted here by 3. And 3 saying, great, Zergling run by time. I will go try and make something happen this way. Doesn't think that that's quite going to be the right decision at this point, but is going to need to defend here at this hatchery. But looks like RSVP getting here just in time, focusing down the queen with the stalkers, and down goes the queen. That's a big loss here. Definitely going to slow down this expand. They may even be able to get the kill on this expand. Good cancels going down there. Looks like this one might have to get canceled too. It is indeed. And 3 going to have to abandon this, it looks like, for just a moment. Warp in here. Wow, RSVP looking very, very strong all of a sudden with this nice unit composition. So many sentries and still have full energy. Hasn't even had to utilize his force fields quite yet. A lot of roaches here. Is it going to be enough, though? Ouch! Roaches attacking the hatchery. He's like, oh, man. You're going to attack my hatchery? I'll help you. RSVP got an extremely large amount of units here. Getting attacked from the backside. These roaches, though, finally going to be getting into position here for just a moment. Are they going to be able to do the damage that they need to hold this off? This is very, very iffy. I'm thinking 3 may end up losing this expand and be putting himself behind here. Good deal of roaches, though, coming in pretty clutch. Now, the thing for RSVP is he's probably going to expand behind this. Let's take a look. It looks like he is. He's going to be thwarted here for just a moment. 3 does have a Zergling here ready to catch any probes. Good number of roaches. We do have +1 on those roaches, and that's going to come in very, very handy right now. Taking out this pylon. Looks like 3 going to have to gear up for another expand here in just a moment. RSVP, though, still has a pretty nice unit advantage. Good number of units here, and there he goes, securing his expand. Base number 3 here. And here comes 3. It looks like he is going to be moving out with his roaches. Now, I'm interested if this is going to stick. My guess is it is not. We do have plenty of sentries here, as well as available warpins galore. So, I mean, he should be okay defensively here. And there's a lot of stalkers, as well as having an immortal mixed in. They do a lot of damage against roaches. But it looks like 3 just going to be trying to keep his opponent guessing, maybe for just a moment. Oh, my wall end. Look at that wall end. Photon cannons. The works here. Good cancel there from RSVP. And this expand definitely going to go down now. So securing that expand. Good play there from RSVP. 3 going to be doing the same thing. Looks like his hatchery about to complete. So pretty decent timing here. The trouble now for 3 is this going to be enough economy? And I'll check the units lost here. You can see that he is indeed behind. Looks to be around 1,400 resources more than his opponent in those lost units. But he does have quite a few roaches here, and they are about to be engaged. Good force field, going to trap 2 of those roaches, taking them down pretty quick. And 3 going to be backing out immediately with these roaches. A couple of reinforcements here, but he still only has the +1 attack. +2 is about 50% complete, maybe a little bit more. But we are going to have some mutas here, which is going to be an interesting play. I'm not sure that I would necessarily go for mutas, but I'm interested to see how he's going to utilize them. So this could be really, really fun to see. Production shows that there's a couple on the way. Where are the ones that just popped? I wonder. There they are. There's 8 of them right there. A couple more on the way. And let the muta harass commence. Roaches on this side, mutas on the other. RSVP really utilizing his static defense here to try and secure those expands. Now notice that 3 is going to be taking another one. But here comes the muta harass. Now RSVP not really in position to deal with this. However, there's not tons of mining going on in the main, so it's not huge losses here, but he could potentially take out some tech structures. Now that would be big. Going to be going to town here, waiting for the stalkers to show up. They do not have blink, so that he is researching blink right now. That's going to come in real handy, but wow, 3 being able to do a decent amount of damage here. Going to take out a robo potentially. And here comes the roaches. Roach muta. What an interesting combination. No upgrades on the mutas quite yet. We do have some corruptors coming out on the field. That's going to be a nice combination here. Probably going to be going for some broodlords. He is going to be securing his 4th base here pretty good. Looks like it is up and running. As this attack is commencing, notice the mutas. They're keeping these stalkers at bay for just a moment. Good blink micro here from RSVP. Oh, these roaches now getting flanked, though, and these guys are about to get extremely annihilated. If that's even a good way to say it, it probably isn't, but this entire army for 3 is going to go down. RSVP making a very, very nice defense there. Good stuff. Now he's got +2/+1 on these ground units and going to be cruising out across the field here. I don't blame him. This would be a great time to counter. Is 3 going to have the units he needs for defense? Where does Corruptors go? There's 5 more on the way. Where are the Corruptors? I know he's got some out on the field somewhere. Huh. Don't know. Not there, that's for sure. And it looks to be go time here. There's 1 Corruptor. 6 more on the way. And 3 going to lose this base. That's a big loss for him. And at the same time, RSVP securing number 5. And we do have a lot of Void Rays coming out on the field. And this is going to be a phenomenal counter to those Broodlords, should that be the tech structure that 3 is going for. And Vex out on live stream says that there is a fleet beacon completed, which means we're going to have solid upgrades on the air units as well. And I mean, this is just, it's too much to handle. And look at that, GG from 3. Game 1 going to RSVP. We'll be going into Game 2 here in just a moment. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it is a best of 7, so stick around. We're going to be seeing this phenomenal Grandmaster level play continue for just a little while yet. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we have got live tournament action coming at you right now in Alt September, our monthly tournament. This is the finals, ladies and gentlemen. It is 3 going up against Complexities RSVP. I almost said Colonel again. I gotta stop that. I don't know why it's so fun for me to say that, but it is not Colonel. It's just a joke more than anything. But anyway, it is going to be on Belcher Beach. Now, 3 is down 1 game at this point to his opponent, RSVP. RSVP just doing a phenomenal job coming back in that last matchup. No, it is short for Complexity. Short for Complexity. That is what the COL stands for. Team Complexity. Yeah, they did choose a bad acronym. It's not really a good one. Yeah, CM probably would have been better. I agree. That's a good point there, Tiny Spider. But a little bit of an extractor trick going down. And RSVP, oh, I guess I didn't even tell you guys the spawn positions. I'm sure you guys are smart enough to see, though, that RSVP is our red Protoss here in the bottom right-hand corner, and in the top left, we do have 3. Now, note, Belcher Beach is a 2-player map, but there has been some extensive changes to this map. Remember, there used to be a ramp right here that took you down into the 3rd. There is no longer a ramp there. They took out a lot of site blockers here, and they added a ramp here that you can actually forge fast expand on. Now, we don't see RSVP forge fast expanding. At least it doesn't look like it yet. Or we don't know for sure. Maybe it could be. I don't know. Oh, who needs a forge? I mean, just expand, right? Just expand. Tiny Spider says, hey, I didn't know their spawn positions. Are you calling me dumb? No, I am not. I was just hoping that you would have noticed by 2 minutes into the game that these guys were spawning in those locations, but it is my bad, and that is why I told you. So now you know, brother. Welcome to Game 2. I mean, this is tons of fun here. Spawning pool is complete here for 3. And the expand is down. There is a forge here for RSVP. And his expand going pretty solid. Look at that. Gateway before cannon. I mean, my goodness, this guy's build order is so crazy. I am loving it. Oh, canceled. Misplaced it, looks like. Oh, he got himself stuck there. Didn't want to be stuck. I don't blame him. That's going to show up on his units lost tab. Notice that that's 37 minerals lost there, so brutal. But that's okay. And we do have some Zerglings cruising out across the map. Is the photon cannon going to be complete in time? It appears that it is. And this mineral line, oh man, the placement here for this photon cannon actually phenomenal. Very, very difficult for a couple of Zerglings to mount an effective attack against this mineral line. I mean, look at that. It's in range here. These guys can cruise around the back, but that's about it. I mean, they can get into the base for some scouting. But other than that, I mean, this is definitely a great, great forge fast expand. I'm going to remember this. That is for sure. Man, I love watching this guy play. You always learn something. There goes the cybernetics core. Not bad timing there, but 3 does have his hatchery down now, so looking really, really good. Not going to be too far behind. Units tab is going to show that, wow, RSVP 25 probes already, now 26, 3 at 17, so it's a 10 probe difference, or harvester difference at this point. Yikes! Oh, and 3 going to be securing his 3rd. Now, this 3rd actually kind of difficult to hold, considering that they did take out that ramp. I mean, you have to kind of run around this little position here. It's not super far away, but what you'll see a lot of the time is now players camping their army in this position and backing up their ramp when their opponent comes. And that way they're in a closer position to defend this should they need to do that. And then what they do, if they're like Protoss or something, they can wall this off right here. But however, Zerg does not have that luxury. But these Zerglings did get into the base. And wow, they're actually going to be doing quite a bit of damage here. Maybe even going to take out a pylon. Good control here from 3. Going to be pesky, 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 but this pylon is going, I mean, the photon cannon going down. And it is going to defend that mineral line for sure. Is this Zealot going to die? Oh, another shot going off, taking out another probe. Zealot living with 5 kills. What a baller that Zealot. Not often you see that, and he's only got 20 HP. He's seething right now, but very, very happy to be serving RSVP so well. So good job there, Zealot. High five to you. And he's cruising out across the map here with his buddy, who just kind of sat there the entire time with full health and full shields and did nothing, while his little friend here did all the work and killed 5 Zerglings. But that's not actually true. He came out too late, but we can pretend anyway. But here comes some Zerglings. Looks like these Zealots going to go down to the Zerglings. And indeed they do. Dez out on the live stream asking, what tournament is this? It is Alt Starcraft's monthly tournament, Alt September. And this is the finals right here. RSVP going to be taking on 3, as we said, and this determines who takes home $80 or $30 right here, right now. So good stuff. 3 going to be maintaining good map control with his Zerglings right now, just checking to make sure that his opponent's not doing anything sneaky. So nice stuff there. Let's take a look at the tech pattern here for RSVP. Going to be putting down a robotics facility. Has got out 5 warp gates right now, and probably going to be pushing forward here. Look at this, a lot of Zealots, and he's still got a lot of gas, so that gas going to be going for his tech. A lot of Zealots here. These Zerglings not going to fare very well. Time for these guys to back out. Yikes, losing way too many there. Probably should have just had them back at his base. Here comes these Zealots. These guys are definitely going to try and deny this 3rd. 4-3, and is it going to happen? This queen here, there's a lot of resources here. I think 3 at this point really has to come defend this. This is too big of a loss, I think, for him to take. You can see him trying to focus down these Zealots. Not a bad play, but this hatchery probably going to get sniped here by these 4 Zealots in the back. Getting some Hydralisks in on the fight, not a bad deal there. Oh man, but Zealots do so much damage against those Hydras. And down goes the expand. Nice snipe there from RSVP. And note that he took a 3rd behind that. Gotta love that methodical play from this guy. Now has this forward pylon a commanding position. He's got his opponent back down on 2 base while he's securing a 3rd. And that's, I mean, it's a very costly loss right now for 3. Notice he's 2,900 minerals, almost 3,000 minerals in the hole, and it is really going to hurt him for just a little while here. He's got some ground to make up, that is for sure, and throwing these Zerglings away this way is not going to help him. Absolutely not. A lot of upgrades going down here for RSVP. He's got armor level 1 for his ground units on the way. Boy, those Hydras are so painfully slow. Off of creep. Going to be maintaining some map control, though. Wants to know when his opponent is moving out. An observer here catching wind of some movement. It looks as though 3 going to try and mount an attack on his opponent's third here. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to go straight for the kill. He's camping right here next to the ramp, that's for sure. It looks like he's just waiting on these Hydras, but here come the Hydras. The machine guns of the Zerg army, they do have +1 attack, 13 damage every 0.83 seconds, and let me tell you, that is a lot. Good control here from 3. Going to be going straight for the gold here, it looks like. Taking out a lot of buildings, a lot of structures, but here comes the Colossus. And these Hydras are going to have to back out. However, they may not be able to. They're so slow. The Colossus can even chase them down. It's just ridiculous. But that is definitely held off here in very good style there for our RSVP. And 3 in a lot of trouble. No way to really expand at this point. He's just going to have to build defensive units for just a little while because this attack from RSVP probably going to continue. He's got plenty of Zealots here to tank damage. Good DPS from the Colossus in the back with the +1. Look at that, 17 damage times 2 at a range of 6 every 1.65 seconds in a line. How's that for a long spiel on an attack? But it is a complicated one, and you got to know. So, but here comes a little bit of a run by. Good Zergling run by here. This is definitely buying 3 some time. But, oh man, this Colossus coming out absolutely going to crush that little run by there and cost 3 a lot of units. Is he going to be able to build up enough defenses in time? I am skeptical. Now, he is working on a Spire, so probably going to get some Corruptors out. And that will be a good deal against the Colossus, but it might be too little too late. I mean, just look at the supply difference right now. 127 to 75. Ouch is all I can say. If you're a Protoss player, you are feeling super happy right now. If you're a Zerg player, you are feeling the pain. Now, 3 getting aggressive here. Going to go ahead and secure his third again. I mean, this is not the worst play in the world, that is for sure, but it's definitely a risk. I mean, if RSVP chooses to cruise out across the map here, then, I mean, it's going to be game. There's just not the defense that 3 needs at this point. But, I mean, for the late game, he's going to need the economy, so securing the third, not a bad idea here, especially since RSVP is giving him a chance to catch up. I mean, he's not pushing out here. He's got a lot of Colossus, though. And 8 Corruptors coming. Corruptor's going to be super useful. And nice thing for 3 is he's been maintaining good map control, is going to see this attack coming. Does see 1 Colossus, doesn't see these others quite yet. He didn't really scout these guys. Actually, he may have seen them just barely right through here. But that is a lot of Colossus. We do have a decent number of Corruptors here. Oh man, this is just going to be brutal. And 3 definitely has to hold on to this third now. He cannot afford to lose another hatchery here. Oh my goodness, but he may have to abandon. I just don't think he's got the units to engage this. Some Roach Hydra in the back here. Splitting RSVP's army. Looks like he's doing a decent amount of damage here. This Roach Hydra combination, very, very good against the gateway units, but not enough Colossus going down. There are still 3 on the field, and these Corruptors still working on them, but it's just not going to be enough. I mean, look at all these units falling. These Colossus getting all the damage done that they need to, despite those Corruptors. And there it is, GG from 3. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, 2 games in a row to RSVP. We'll be going into game number 3 here in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we have got live tournament action coming at you right now. It is the finals of this month's September or Alt Starcraft tournament, or All League tournament, Alt September. It is game number 3 in the best of 7 here. 3 taking on RSVP, and so far RSVP 2 games in a row. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I mean, oh my goodness, he is just so strong against this Zerg opponent today on absolute fire. And 3 trying to figure out something to do to take down his opponent. What is it going to be this game? We'll see what he's got in store for us. Trying to make it stick with those Hydras in the last game, but oh my goodness, RSVP just got those Colossus out in such great numbers so fast that it was too much to deal with. Now we do have a lot of scouting going on here from RSVP. He was checking up there to see if he saw his opponent scouting with an Overlord. He didn't see him, so now he knows exactly where he is. Notice what he's doing there. Cruising up the ramp here. And 3 is just going to be droning up at this point. But the scout from RSVP has made it. And now 3 knows where his opponent is, so he will be sending out a scout here momentarily, I assume. Let's see what he's got for us. Extractor going down. And a spawning pool going down. Wow, this probe from RSVP is so pesky. It cracks me up. We do have the gas complete, and looks like 3 going to be going straight for some mining here. Probably going to be working on his metabolic speed boost right away. And look at this, an expand here from RSVP. Likes what he sees in his opponent's base, knows that he's not going to have to endure any super early pressure. So Forge Fast Expand is going to be in order, and there goes the Forge. Doing this off of scouting, notice that he doesn't just sit back in his base and make it happen. Say, well, I'm going to Forge Fast Expand. You know, like a lot of Protoss players do. They just, I'm going to Forge Fast Expand. It's Zerg. I can Forge Fast Expand on this map. But RSVP, not doing that. He goes out, scouts first, and then makes his decision. Always, always, always do that. So that you don't get caught off guard, especially in a tournament setting like this. You've got to make every single game count. And RSVP definitely doing that at this point. There goes the photon cannon, so his Forge Fast Expand looking pretty solid right now. And a pylon going down here to block the expand here for 3. Looks like he's going to be beating it down, though, in pretty decent time. Down it goes, and we do have plenty of minerals here for a hatchery. Go for it. Go for it. Do it. Do it. Yeah, this is game 3. Game 3, and RSVP has got 2 wins. Just answering those questions out for the live streamers. Thanks, Tiny Spider. You are very, very helpful. But look at that Forge. Forge expand there. Does have this gateway down now. And working on plenty of probes with his Chrono. Beautiful stuff right now from RSVP. Check the units tab. Look at this. I mean, look at the already at 5 minutes into the game, the substantial economic lead. And so 3 going to be trying his best to make that happen as well. You can notice that he's going to be having to utilize his inject larva and just pumping out as many drones as possible. Here comes a drone transfer here in just a moment as his hatchery is about to complete, and we do have a macro hatch going down. Now that makes me think that we are going to be going for a timing attack with roaches. Now if that's the case, this is exciting because I think this is probably one of the most powerful attacks versus a Forge Fast expanding Protoss. So we'll see if he's going to be able to make it stick. Hey, Swift out there on the live stream, do you think that this is a good play for 3 here? We're calling him 3, yeah. I asked him what he wanted to be called. He wants to be called 3. He says it's catchy. I believe it. I think it is. I think it's a nice name. But it's actually 3 L's, lowercase L's. Yeah. Yeah, it's L's. I checked. But yeah, so nice defense here. This Zealot, or one Zealot there getting taken out. Another one cruising out across the field here. RSVP did, however, scout this macro hatch. So let's check his vision right now real quick, and you can see that he did see that going down. Knows to start gearing up for defense. Now we do have a scouting overlord here still that can come in and check any tech patterns potentially here in just a little bit. And it's about time for RSVP to be making his tech choices. He is getting down gateways here. Maybe not going to go for any tech quite yet. Got a pylon here in the back. Maybe going to put some tech back there. Who knows? We shall see in just a minute. Oh, Swift. Hey, I did want to tell you something, brother, since we have a minute. I ordered t-shirts today, and I ordered you a t-shirt anyway. I just wanted you to have one, so I hope you don't mind. Please don't try and pay me for it or anything crazy like that. I just wanted to make you a shirt, so we're gonna get you a team shirt. So everybody give Swift a high five. We love that guy. Tell him to have a great time in his time at school and to have luck and success in all of his endeavors. We love Swift here at Starcraft. We love him. Now, good map control here from 3. I like what he's doing with these Zerglings, staying very active, cruising around the field, checking things out, making sure his opponent's not like expanding in strange areas and stuff like that. I mean, this is nice looking play. I like the queen placement here. The double queens here is very, very strong at this natural. Oh wow, look at that. Lot of drones here. He's got 55 drones, and at this point that's probably too many to have on 2 base. Well, maybe not too many, but I mean, he's definitely fully saturated here. So it's going to be go time here for making units and putting on an attack. But look at this. I mean, we've got plenty of zealots out here in the middle of the map. These Zerglings catching wind of all this. They do see these 6 zealots. Now let's check these tech patterns here for RSVP. It is going to be voids. We saw those going down. I guess we didn't really talk about it because we were talking to Swift. He's much more important than Stargates and Void Rays. That's okay. We got these Void Rays pumping out now. 2 of them on the way. 2 of them already on the field. And a lot of zealots. Now, 3 should be guessing what his opponent's going here because of the amount of zealots that are cruising around. And I would like to see him going for some Hydras here. I think it would probably be the best bet. But, I mean, the attack from RSVP is not far out. I mean, he's going to start getting a decent number of Void Rays up here, and it is going to be go time. Here comes 2 Void Rays here, 2 more here to meet up with them, and these Zealots going to be backing out. A lot of Roaches cruising up here for the attack, but look at this. Are they turning around? Oh, my goodness. 3 saying, okay, time to tech switch here. I guess he is going to try and make some kind of great AA here, and I am sure hoping that it is going to be Hydras. Yes, Clash Panther. But we do have the Infestation Pit. Now, that's not a bad tech switch here. I'd like to see these Infestors against those Void Rays. That's going to be really, really fun play. We do have a lot of... Where are these Void Rays? We better just focus on the game. Sorry, brother. We'll get to you in just a minute. But a lot of Void Rays here. Good amount of Hydralisks. Looks like they are going to be able to hold these off with these Queen's support. Not bad play there. He did snipe 1 or like maybe 2 of them. But backing out here, RSVP, though, is going to be securing another base. And here comes a push. Look at this. 3 going to be bringing his overlords with. Interesting. Cool. This is a nice looking push from 3. I'm really, really liking this. And we do have these Void Rays cruising around the backside. Looks like they're going to try and attack the main here. And probably be able to do that. I don't know. I mean, this is a lot of units here. RSVP is really going to have his work cut out for him, trying to defend this push. And I think this push is about to go here. can see some units streaming out across the map here. More roaches, more hydras. Got a creep highway going. Look at what 3 is doing with his overlords. This is a beautiful attack, and here it comes right now. Going to be taking down these buildings very, very quickly. This is going to be put all of the tech structures for RSVP at risk here very quickly. Here comes the Void Race from the back. These guys, you can see here on the minimap, trying to get into the fight, and the RSVP's army here just waiting and ready to try and find a good time to start this attack, this defense. But it looks as though 3 going to be able to do a lot of damage. He's got these guys kind of clumped up in this nice ball here and defending from both sides, though. Nice flank here from RSVP. Is he going to be able to clean this up? These Voids doing a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. Is that going to be enough Hydras to take down the Voids? It looks like as though it may be. These 2 Voids up here are, wow, fully charged though and backing out. Are they going to lose their charge though? That could be brutal. They did indeed lose the charge. Trying to get back in the fight fast enough, but more Hydras in this army is going to be beautiful here for 3. What a great play. Stopped mining here at the 3rd. He's absolutely brutalizing it. Down goes the Nexus. These Void Rays about the only defense at this point that RSVP has got, except for he does have a decent amount of charged lots here now that he just warped in. Going to be warping in a couple more, it looks like. Charged lots probably the best answer to all these Hydras. Getting up in their face, and oh my goodness, is he going to be able to hold on here? Wow, I think RSVP may have held that off in a phenomenal feat of strength. But the attack is going to continue here again in just a moment. Look at this stream of units. 3 is definitely not done yet. Probably could go up here and take out this expand as well. I think that'd probably be one of the best things he could do at this point. Put his opponent back on his knees or on his back and stuck on this one mining base here with his main. This would be just perfect. Go, go, go is what I would say at this point. If you are 3, I mean, go take out this expand. He's got to think that it's there at this point. Cannot think that RSVP is just on 2 base. Oh my goodness, these zealots, these charged lots, just the perfect counter to this unit mixture for 3. And I just can't believe this. I think 3 would have done so much better to just deny this expand than try and engage this army. I think he just got a little bit too greedy there, trying to take this down. He did such a great job with that first attack, and man, this is going to be brutal, brutal, brutal here for 3. He is now in this defensive position, trying to figure out how to, I don't know, transition off of 2-base play. I mean, these bases are going to be mined out here fairly quickly. Look at his main. It is almost done. Going to be working on the rocks for his gold. Not a bad idea. And RSVP just checking up here to make sure that his opponent hasn't expanded up here yet. Knows that he is still on a solid 2-base play right now. About to be back on 3-base. We can see here this one is 30% complete. Here comes Roach Hydra yet again. Good number of Hydras. The trouble is charged lots and Archons are such a great counter to this massive amount of units here. Oh my goodness, we are going to see a little bit of a drop here. Maybe some elevatoring. I don't know. We'll see what it's going to be. But look at this. 3 does have 5 Overlords chock full of these units. Well, I would sure love to see some serious droppage. But I don't know where he's headed with these guys right now, to be honest. Where are we going? More charged lots, more Archons, and Void Rays in tow. Look at all of these charged lots. Oh my goodness, this is just going to be so difficult to deal with. And here it comes. Is he going to be able to hold here? Three in bad shape, though. I don't think he should be pushing out in the center of the map unless he's just trying to buy himself time. But splitting the army here, RSVP splitting his army, wanting to get a flank on his opponent, and indeed is going to do so, spreading that damage out across all those charged lots. Beautiful, beautiful play. RSVP going to be cleaning this army up immediately, and there is the GG, ladies and gentlemen, from 3. 3 games in a row from RSVP. My goodness. Wow. We are going to be going into game 4, and now the pressure absolutely completely on 3. He has got to go 4 games in a row if he wants to win this final. But thank you guys for watching. Don't alt tab, always alt Starcraft. We will see you guys in game 4. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack, and we have got live tournament action coming at you right now on MLG's Tall Dareem Altar. This is Game 4 in tonight's finals of the Alt September tournament. It is our all-league tournament here at Alt Starcraft. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a phenomenal 3-day event. We have really had a good time. RSVP giving us great showing the entire time. 3 giving us a lot of wonderful, wonderful games. I love his super aggressive nature and so many other players. I mean, we had NMX Tapeless. We had, oh my goodness, now I'm drawing a blank, but we had so many great guys in this tournament, and it's just been so much fun. And it is drawing to a conclusion here. It looks like here in the next couple of games, potentially, it will not be more than 4, that is for sure. But 3 now down 3 games in this best of 7, so it is match point for RSVP, who is going to be spawning as our red Protoss up here on the top right-hand side, and 3 spawning as our yellow Zerg in the bottom left. And look at this. We do have a rush. Spawning pool going down immediately, ladies and gentlemen, and it is about to be go time. And you can probably hear that. I just popped myself a nice Coke, and I'm going to sit back, relax, and enjoy the fireworks, ladies and gentlemen, because here comes a Zergling rush, and it was scouted here by RSVP very, very quickly. Forge is going down. Now this drone has got to block. No, get back in position. The only thing that 3 can do here to win this game is block his opponent from taking or from putting down a cannon, and that's going to be extremely difficult. He can put it just about anywhere at this point, and it's okay. But this wall-off probably not going to complete, so he is going to be putting down his, look at that, photon cannon right in the mineral line. And this is going to be game, ladies and gentlemen, unless unless 3 can get into RSVP's mineral line before this photon cannon goes down. And, oh, this is just going to be so difficult. So difficult, I think, for 3. And look at this photon cannon going to be going down. Oh, it's too late. Can he get this pylon down in time? Oh! Don't hit those guys. No, it can't. And that's game. I mean, I just don't think there's anything that can be done at this point. He is going to be able to take out, I mean, the forge and this pylon, but I don't know, man. Another gateway going down, and we are probably going to see RSVP responding with a 4-gate attack here in just a moment. I don't think that 3 is going to be able to transition out of this appropriately. I mean, it was a good idea, I think, but man, RSVP knew exactly what to do. Get that photon cannon down in your mineral line. Don't try and wall it off up at the main, because all it takes is a couple units getting by, and then your mineral line is in severe trouble. So, but this is it. I mean, look, pylons. This photon cannon not going anywhere. I can tell you that right now. It is going to be there the entire game, unless 3 is blasting this base to pieces. It will be one of the last photon cannons to go. That is for sure. So, but Icefire says 6 pool into expand build equals win. So Icefire would know, though. I mean, that guy has got a lot of skill and a lot of puts in a lot of hard work. And so, I mean, is it possible? I guess yes, it is. But there's, I think, a lot of work to be made up here. Now, check the units tab. We can see that it's nearly half. Well, it is half as many harvesters right now for 3 as RSVP. And RSVP going to be spending a lot of chronos now on his units. Going to be getting out quite a few units. Looks like a good bunch of zealots. And probably going to be mounting attack here in just a moment. Look at that. He's got 3 zealots cruising out across the map right now. Oh, Icefire was kidding. Thanks. Great. Now I look like a real idiot, huh? Yeah, they really have to be cost effective. That's right. What Icefire is saying is your lings really have to do some damage in that initial push. Otherwise, it's difficult to transition out of. I mean, it's you just are so far behind economically, and you can see that here on this units tab. We'll go ahead and switch you guys back over to the production tab. But, yeah. This expand not going to happen, that's for sure. Oh, wow. It looks like he did turn off of it. Not going to focus it down. Looks like he is going to try and engage these Zerglings. And it looks as though the Zealots are going to have to back out here, but there's an expand going down for RSVP. Wow. RSVP is just so strong right now. Look at that. He's like, well, we might as well transition into a Forge Fast Expand here at 7 minutes into the game. But, I mean, this is the safe play. I think he wants to take this down right here. And he's not going to get too aggressive, you know, to make it happen. He wants to make good, safe plays. I always like watching that from him. He's always methodical about his gameplay and says, well, it's iffy here, so I might as well back out, tech up a little bit. He's got, I mean, he knows he's got a lead at this point. Doesn't necessarily know how big it is, but a lead is a lead and wants to continue that lead. And teching up here is a great play. So do have another gateway here for a partial wall off. Is he going to complete the wall off? I do not know. He may not. But he is going to put down more static defense. I'm really interested. RSVP consistently uses a lot of photon cannons in his gameplay, especially against Zerg. It's extremely interesting play, but it makes it so difficult for Zerg to take out a base very, very quickly because they have to focus down that static defense first, which usually gives you time to get your units in position. Nice force field there, keeping those Zerglings out of the base. Oh, that guy's misplaced. He's got to be right over the top of the center. Oh, one more up. One more up. Oh, he's dead. Too late. You got to put him right over top of this thing or they can see him. It's difficult to hide him there now. But nicely done there from RSVP, noticing that and going ahead and taking it out. So good stuff. He's going to be getting down 2 more gas here at the natural. Now the natural 4-3 is up and running. Let's check units tab and see if he's been able to catch up economically. No, he is still behind by 12 units or 12 harvesters. But his tech pattern lacking. I mean, Banelings, I guess, is okay. It's just going to be very, very difficult to make that happen, especially with this many sentries on the field. And quite frankly, Zealots can soak up a lot of Baneling damage too. So, I mean, if I was RSVP and scouted Banelings, I don't think I'd be worried here at all. I think I'd feel pretty safe with this wall in. And did he stop? Yeah, he did. Didn't take that out. But here comes the Banelings. Oh, and look at this. Scouted. RSVP is like, well, look, there's some Banelings. Quite a few of them. And look at the smile from 3. And he's like, hi, says RSVP. Hello, says 3. Got to love it. And here comes the attack here in just a moment. Too many, I think. Just way too many force fields here. It's going to be so difficult to make this happen. Oh my goodness, hold position. No good there for 3. Get ready for some force fielding action. All but 2 of those Banelings denied entry up that ramp. Zerglings from the back, not going to happen. RSVP in a very strong position here, especially with this much force fielding ability. And it looks like 3 going to be reinforcing this position. I can't tell. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. But there's not really any new tech patterns except for he is putting up some spine crawlers. Now, Baneling drops I don't think would be a bad move at this point. And look at that. Icefire out on the live stream saying the same thing. Ovi drops would make this work. I think that's a great point. He could probably start dropping them in here in the back of the main. Obliterate maybe the mineral line or something like that, or try and keep his opponent from taking this expand would even be a great idea. Notice that 3 is going to go ahead and secure a 3rd here in just a little bit. He did take out those rocks, but here comes a push from RSVP. And a tiny spider says the way to win in this matchup is to make Marauders. So, yeah, I guess that would mean both players will lose. Here comes the attack. There's a decent number of Banelings here. However, force fields will prevent them from doing any damage, blocking them in, and these ranged units going to obliterate them. Look at all these Banelings dying down. Oh my goodness. Hey, the Banelings blew up. Some of them. That was awesome. But it looks as though RSVP now in such a commanding position. I just don't think 3 is going to be able to hold on. This looks like the end. Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared to congratulate RSVP. There it is. GG from 3. RSVP has taken down first place in this month's tournament. 3 taking down second place. He does get $30 there. RSVP taking down $80. These guys just giving us a phenomenal show today, and it was so much fun. Guys, thanks for coming out. Thank you for watching. Don't alt-tab. Always alt-Starcraft. Keep your eyes open for altstarcraft.com. It's coming very soon. Keep your eyes open for t-shirts. We're going to be putting up some new tournaments, and we're going to try and start giving away alt t-shirts. So keep your eyes open for stuff like that. Hang out on the live stream as much as you can. Check out the YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/NACSC2. We'll see you guys later.